Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Ryan Drives My Vlog. On behalf of Key West Ford TV, I am your automotive professional coming at you in Port Moody, British Columbia, my home, and wanted to share with you part 3 of how to maximize your trade-in. In parts 1 and 2, we talked about some key things that you as a consumer need to be aware of before you go into a dealership to talk about your trade-in. We talked about being honest, do some research, be realistic, and communicate effectively. Now, all 4 of those points were covered in part 1 and part 2. In part 3, I want to cover some actual ways that you can maximize your trade-in, actual things that you can potentially do to your vehicle or bring with you to a dealership as you show up that is going to help you to maximize your trade-in. Number 1, detail your vehicle and fix the small things. You got to remember that first impressions are huge. Just the same as you going out to buy a car, that first impression, how it looks and feels and smells. Well, there's going to be a salesperson or a sales manager or an appraisal manager jumping behind the wheel of your vehicle or doing a walk around of your vehicle, and their first impression matters too. So get the vehicle detailed. You don't have to spend a lot of money doing it, but make sure that first impression is great. And fix the small things. You got to understand that some of the big things aren't going to make sense for you to do. A dealership can get body work done or engine work or transmission work done cheaper than you can. So leave those things to the dealership if those are issues for your car or your truck. But things like a broken windshield, little small dents or scratches, worn out tires, getting new tires on your vehicle. These are inexpensive things that cost you as a consumer pretty much the same money as it does a dealer, and you can get them done inexpensive and in a hurry if need be as you're approaching trading in your vehicle. Number 2, bring the maintenance history with your vehicle if you have it. Now this goes back to doing some research and communicating effectively. Be upfront and honest with your salesperson if you expect them to be upfront and honest with you. Talk about the history of your vehicle. If it's a rebuild, be honest about it. If it's had some major declarations, be honest about it. If you've kept perfect records of maintenance, be honest about it and have those things with you. Now, legally, we can't pass those on to the next customer. It's against the Privacy Act, but at least having them with you at the time that you're doing your trade-in, it's going to help bring credibility to you and your vehicle as to why the dealership should give you more money for your trade-in. Number 3 and the last one, spend wisely on accessories. I know we all get excited about a new car, and some people get excited about accessories more than others, and sometimes it depends on what kind of vehicle you just bought. If you just bought a Mustang, you might want to put some performance parts into it, but a lot of accessories do not equal a return on your investment at the time of a trade-in. So be smart about it. Think practical. Do things that are practical that are going to actually add value to the potential next customer, because that's what a dealer is thinking. What does this car have on it that's going to make it sellable and marketable to the next customer if I put it on my lot? If you have a truck, think about things like maybe a bed liner or a tonneau cover. Are you going to get a lot of money for those things? No, not really. But again, some of those practical things are going to go above and beyond in helping you to maximize your trade-in value. So that's what I got for you today. Stay tuned for more information, more credible professional perspective coming your way from myself, Ryan Leverette from Ryan Drives. I work down at Key West Ford in New Westminster, British Columbia. It'd be my pleasure to connect with you. You can reach out to me at keywestfordtv@gmail.com or Ryan, R-Y-A-N, at keywestford.com. Thanks again, guys. Have a great afternoon.